So I'm not quite sure how much you're going to pick up on camera, guys, but we're cruising to Fraser Island, and it's a little bit choppy out here. We're heading right into it, head on into the waves, and they're very short. So it's a bit of a rough ride, a bit of a bumpy ride, but we're all sort of cruising along with it. Very up down, and we're just sort of hunkering inside at the moment, or behind the shelter, because she's a little bit wet out there at the moment. But the boat's handling things beautifully. It's just very short. When I say short, it's very short between swells. So we're just up down on it. So
before we're trying to get out.
Fishy. That's not working.
It will.
Old Chatty's working hard. He's found his place, I reckon. What do you reckon, mate? Any good? Yeah?
It's safe on here.
Till we hit a big wave.
I'll see more till my fishing rod goes off.
Yeah. Oh, you just cracked his head, big boy.
the boys inside, just trying to keep out of it. It's a little bit rough out here. Just going up and down, up and down. Spray coming over the whole boat. So we're just sort of keeping ourselves indoors at the moment. I'll spin the camera around, but I don't know whether you'll pick up on it too much. Yeah, so the autopilot's working pretty hard at the moment, backwards and forwards, trying to keep us online. So we're just pulling up to Kingfisher Bay. It's on Fraser Island, just the start of Fraser Island. Coming down south, hitting Fraser Island, start of Fraser Island, Kingfisher Bay. There's actually a resort here, Kingfisher Resort. I think it's called Kingfisher Resort. But beautiful little bay. This is where the ferries come across to Fraser Island. I'm going to swing around. I don't know, we're still a little way away, and I don't know how much this camera's going to pick up, but anyway, I'll swing it around and give you a look. See, just over here is the jetty. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 yachts in here already. I think we might try and tuck in between these two boats here. Seems like a bit of a gap. So we'll see how we go. pretty windy today. It's actually, we've made it the whole way from Bundaberg, and it's been really choppy, really, you know, really windy, quite a windy day. So we're looking forward to nestling in here out of the wind. And then later on, because there's a resort there and a few, and I think there's a bar and a really nice place to eat. So we're going to venture in there and see what's going on. But we'll be anchoring up in just a minute. And hey, just wanted to show you these. I look like a bit of a dork with the socks on, but anyway. See these? These little booties. Me and Chatty picked some of these up. Little booties. Rubber soles, really grippy on the boat. And yeah, 20 bucks. Absolutely sensational. Cheers, guys. There we go, look at that, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful spot. We're in out of the wind. And there's a few boats over here. Big long jetty. Yeah, it's going to be nice, really nice to get onto the land and just have a look. So this is a little bit of Fraser Island. Beautiful spot. Wow. And it's jumpers off time because my God, it was like blowing out there. Pretty cool. It was pretty cool, but now it's pretty warm once you tuck yourself in out of the wind. Really warm. Beautiful spot. barge coming in. Looks like there's a couple of vehicles on board. So that might be just, yeah, might be the car, the way they get all the cars over here. Pretty interesting. There's some cars on the jetty over there, so yeah, can't wait to get onto the land actually, onto some dry land and have a look around. Morning guys. It's just 7 o'clock in the morning. We're over here at Kingfisher Bay on Flinders Island, or Fraser Island. Wow, it's a beautiful morning. Just absolutely beautiful. Very still. Just beautiful. Got myself a cup of coffee. Nice. Just really still, really beautiful. We went over here last night just for a beer. Caught up with caught up with a few different crew, which was really cool. This is a very, very popular place. There's a lot of people here. It's quite set up. And apparently, dingoes roam up and down this beach. Haven't seen one yet, but there's signs everywhere saying not to feed the dingoes, which you shouldn't. But we haven't seen anything yet. And the tides here, you can see, I'm not quite sure whether you can pick this up, but there's quite big tides here. You've got to be a bit careful when you're coming in here and anchoring up, because the boat swings. If you've got 40 metres of chain out, the boat swings, and that can get very shallow in there very, very quickly, and all of a sudden you find yourself high and dry. But just a beautiful morning. I'm not quite sure what we've got planned for today, but it's a bit of a slower day, slower pace. The guys, both Chad and Ryan, are still in bed asleep. So yeah, a bit of a slower day today. Not quite sure what we've got planned, but we might head, I think, just you've got to take the opportunities when they arrive, but we might just head over to the island here and just go for a bit of a look around and see what's happening. That'd be fun. There's a guy over there on his boat. There's some nice boats here. It's a beautiful, I tell you, just a bit of a reflection on since getting on the boat in the last couple of days. It's just, wow, it's just freedom, really. It's just popping from one place to the other. It's just a really nice feeling. It takes a little bit of getting used to, there's no question about that. We're still a little bit sore, getting better, but it takes a bit of getting used to. You're on the boat the whole time. And in actual fact, the funny thing is, the odd thing is that it's actually more comfortable on the boat now than it is on land. When you get onto land, you start getting wobbly because you're stationary, and it's not if you start feeling a little bit queasy, and it's actually nicer to be on the boat. So you get very used to the movement. But anyway, yeah, not quite sure what we've got in store for today, but we will soon have a bit of a talk about it and see what we're up to. Okay guys, cheers. All right, so we're off, guys. Fraser Island. It's just a really bit of a drizzly, gloomy sort of a day, so we've got to get down to Brisbane by Monday afternoon, Tuesday morning. So we're pulling the boat out, anti-fouling it and all this kind of jazz, doing a few things to the boat. So we've decided to go to scoot on off up to the bar. High tide at around about 1:30, 2 o'clock apparently. So, and that's the time when you want to go across this bar, because it can get really dangerous. So we had a really good anchorage, really nice Nice and still night. We all slept pretty well. And yeah, so we're cruising on. We'll go through the bar and we'll anchor on the other side tonight. Not quite sure where just yet. We're just gonna have a bit of a look, and then we will head off in the morning from the other side of the bar and head down towards Queensland. So yeah, and she's all motoring today. We haven't got very far to go, but it is motoring. There's no wind. So, and it's actually looking pretty average as far as wind goes for the next week. So there might be a bit of motoring going on. And so far we've only had the 1 day sailing. So really not really ideal, but anyway, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Yeah, so where we're heading down now at the moment, or where we're boating through at the moment, is called the Great Sandy Strait. And at the end, where the sandbar that we've got across is called Inskip Point. So yeah. Give them away, summer or brown old, one or the other. So that's the, there's quite a few of them. There's 2 of them crossing over there now. They just go backwards and forwards with vehicles, supplies, all day. From the mainland to Fraser Island. Apparently they got... I don't know whether you guys can pick that up, but there's an overgrown sort of inlet just there into Fraser Island, and there's a shipwreck just there, old rusted shipwreck. It's pretty funky. There's another inlet there, and I can see a little jetty in there. All these little spots. Fraser Island is a big island, eh? It'd be really cool to come back here one day and actually take some time to get around it and have a good look. It's really growthy, like this. It's just really foresty and really quite beautiful. Bit of a traffic jam going on here. That's a cool little boat, that one there. See, this guy doesn't even realise that we're coming up. We're coming up behind him. He hasn't seen us yet. We're pretty close. He's probably going to get a... Oh no, he does know we... So we've been cruising along for a couple of hours and it's just been absolutely nothing for a couple of hours, and then all of a sudden we're sort of midway along Fraser Island now. We come up to these, like there's about 8 or so houses in there. I looked on Google Maps, some pretty nice houses, and they're just literally all on their own. There's no other houses around. Like, yeah, this is just a beautiful place, and like there's literally only 8 families here. That's a big house, that one just there. Wow. And they've got it all to themselves. And it's just green grass everywhere around the houses and stuff. It's just a beautiful spot. Very lucky people, crikey. And we're coming into a fairly big storm in front of us here. So it's looking pretty dark, pretty full on, pretty heavy. Pretty funky looking boat there. That's a barge. There's another one over here coming from the mainland across to Fraser Island, right at the bar crossing, or just before the bar crossing. Pretty funky looking boat. So we're just coming up to the bar crossing now. It's really average weather. Hey guys. Yeah, so we're just coming up to the Inskip bar crossing. It's at the end of the Great Sandy Strait, and the Great Sandy Strait is the body of water in between Fraser Island and the mainland. Anyway, this bar crossing, sorry, Inskip Point, yep. So this bar crossing is like notorious. It's one of the worst, is that right? It's
One of the worst in Australia, so they say.
One of the worst in Australia. So we're coming up to that now. We've been watching another boat come through, a monohull. So if he's coming through, he's got quite a bit. Oh, maybe he's a cat. But yeah. So this is pretty interesting. We're coming up to it now. Just about to start getting in. Going out, eh? Going out. Okay. Right, I don't know whether you guys can see this, but we're coming out this bar now, and you don't want to be either side because it's very, very shallow and pretty. You can see the white caps over there possibly, but it's just gone on high tide, and the tide's going out now. So we're right on that. We've timed it perfectly. So we're still doing 7 knots. This is where the motor's. So there's a bit of swell in here, but it's not too bad. We'll wait until we get a little bit further out. It might get a bit more gnarly, but at the moment it's pretty chill. So apparently the most notorious bar in the bar crossing in the whole of Australia, this particular place, Inskip. Hopefully you guys are getting that on camera, just the movement up and down, up, big bang. Fuck, man. We've got a bloody squall coming in here now. Well, look at this wave in front of us here now. So we're just going through the gnarliest part of the bar. It's getting pretty full on here now. And we've got a fucking squall hitting us at the same time. Like it's raining, it's starting to rain pretty hard here now. And you can see the white caps out there. Sorry, mate. Mate, you wouldn't believe it, but going through this crossing and we're just getting absolutely hammered with rain at the moment. It's crazy. Someone's enjoying themselves.
Oh, watching his face over that wave.
Chatty.
Rough the Chad's first girlfriend, this is.
Pretty bloody rough. Beach, and these cliffs are pretty impressive, like huge big red cliffs, and we're heading up this way to a place called Wide Bay. I can see a boat up there already. You won't be able to pick it up on the camera, but there's a big sandbar up here. We're going to tuck in behind this headland and get out of the weather. And so we'll anchor up here for the night. It's called Wide Bay. Oh, cool. We've just anchored and we've got a few dolphins coming over to say g'day. Hopefully. Oh, there's one there. Another one there. Hey guys. Another cat just over there. There's like a heap of people camping on the beach. This is a beautiful spot too, holy cow, beautiful. Got a mono hull just over here. This is called Wide Bay. Red cliffs. Yeah, she's pretty chilly here at the moment, that's for sure. It's very wintry. There's a bit of a swell coming through here too, so we're going to have a little bit of a rolling night on anchor, I think. We're all secure.
No, yeah, perfect, no. What? Perfect.
What do you got here? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Must be a school or something. 14 kayaks just cruising it. What a beautiful place to do this. Far out. Beautiful. They're having a ball. About 4:30 in the afternoon. Yeah, so it looks like the rain's gone, guys, which is pretty cool because it's been absolutely a pretty average day, really, weather-wise. We've just had basically water the whole time, rain the whole time. So it looks like, although there's a few dark clouds up there, I think it looks like it's clearing. And we've got the next 5-6 days no rain, I think, which is cool. Beautiful. Geez, beautiful spot. Absolutely unbelievable. Just this red cliffs all the way along there. People driving along the beach, coming all the way up to the point here, camping, kayaking, fishing, surfing. There's a bit of a break over here where people were surfing. Just beautiful spot. Yep.